Good afternoon. Happy to be here. Couple things. One, never wake up bored at 3 a.m. and then, hey, decide, might as well put on a webinar, a live webinar, and go through some domain names, which is pretty much what happened to me yesterday. Anyway, feel free to post your comments in the comment section. Happy to respond. My name is Adam Dicker. I will be your host for what is usually known as the art of the name. We're going to go through a whole bunch of really good expired names that are going to expire in the next 5 days. It's a really great list, I can tell you that. I think you're going to be really happy that you joined, even though it was a little bit last minute. But like I said, I woke up bored and said, hey, let's do a webinar. On top of that, I found out that doing nothing can give me an MCL sprain, so I have that in my right knee. Not sure how I got it, but I'm clearly not going to work out if it gets worse from that. So limping around a little bit, but it'll be good. If anybody has any great creams or treatments, let me know. I'm definitely interested in seeing if I can get that moving. A chiropractor told me yesterday that it was so-so. Anyway, the Cowboys got eliminated, but that's okay because the Eagles still suck, and I'm just happy they're not there either. We have a really great list. Before we get started, I want to wish Gene Pimentel a happy birthday. 29 again, Gene. Congratulations. He is a fellow domainer and a good fella. Anyway, I see people coming in. Anybody have any comments, feel free to post them. I will take off the Art of the Name banner. I'll tell you how to join the group. It is a Facebook group. It's under the Art of the Name. The link is in front of you. You can take a look at it. Sign up. I think there's 700 people in there right now, and it's a pretty good group of people who are interested in domains and finding good ones. People are starting to ask questions. That's good. Some people are asking about the marketing automation tool. So I did build a marketing automation tool over the Christmas holidays. What it does is it basically takes domains they get put in either through the front end or the back end, and then it goes out and it finds buyers that could match up for your domain names. And then basically it goes through all of that, and then it finds out whether they could benefit from the existing com domain that you have, whether they have similar companies on Google, Yahoo, or Bing, if they've got companies on LinkedIn. So it'll search all those places, it'll pull leads, extract them for domains, and then it will set up a 4 email sequence, and it'll stop if they respond, but it's a pretty good system. I've been testing it. The backend is ready. I've added most of the people's domains. I think all of the people's domains of the portfolios I'm managing in there, because there's about 4 groups of that. And then the front end, I'm just waiting to finish it up. Hopefully I'll get time to do that this weekend so you can actually see some of the leads that are coming in as well. But the backend is fine. It works well and does pull all the leads required. They'll be tweaking as we go here and there to make sure it gets better and better, but you can still send them to your Dan page or whatever page you want to link them to. And you can negotiate the buy now price, or it can be on your landing page, and that's where it goes. So that's it. It's a really good tool. I won't talk much more about it. Let's see. Hey, Adam, question about educating buyers. How do you convince them of the positive ROI of a domain name? For example, simple short version, what they're currently using. Well, there's a couple ways to do it. It really depends on the domain name, Quincy. A lot of it is dependent on things like when I give out my email, I give out adam@xy.ca or adam at, what's the other one, hb.ca, and it's easier for people to remember. So if it's easy to remember, chances are they're going to come back. Now, if people are using a different domain and it's not targeting what they're actually looking for, then the shorter version is better. But if you're using a company and your company name is, I don't know, I'm just going to make something up right now, rhythmsyntheticcompany.com. It's much harder, much more chance people are going to confuse it. But if you're known as Rhythm or whatever else, it's easier for people to find you. Companies are constantly switching names from .io to .com and other similar names. As a matter of fact, I have 2 names right now. I was going to save this till later, but why not? I have 2 names now that I'm trying to negotiate that I'm going to give you guys in the masterclass. There'll be at least a few of them where I know we can get them for under $1,000 and sell them for $10,000 plus, because I know those 2 companies are willing to spend over $10,000 on those domain names. So there's lots of those. That's one of the targets, and I can tell you, getting a name for under $1,000 and selling it to a company for $30, $40, or $50,000 is a lot easier than trying to sell, I don't know, 50 names at $1,000 and see how that goes. Anyway, so that's something we're going to cover in the masterclass. Today's pretty much, this week will be the last day to get into the masterclass. Will be early next week. There's only 4 spots left. There's 26 gone. And basically, we're covering everything about all of your questions about domains, domain parking, domain sales, scripts that you should use to sell domains, how to sell domains, the marketing of your domains, setting up websites and lead gen sites on the domains, doing SEO so you get traffic, hosting affiliate sites, ClickBank, Amazon sites, and then also doing the pay-per-call stuff where, like I said before, if you've got certain topics and you get leads that come in and they phone the number on the thing, you can make up to $110 per lead if they stay on the phone and actually give their information. So that's all in the master course. Plus, the big thing I want to focus on is how to find companies who want to upgrade to the COM, don't know it's available, and are willing to spend a lot of money to get it. There's some really cool places that I'm going to show you where you can find names like this, and really, there's even a couple names that I would want other people to buy, and I'll tell you which ones they are, and I'll work with you on them. I have the buyers already on my end that buy the names, but I don't want to do the buying and the selling on both sides of it, so we'll figure that out as well. I can tell you there's a lot of money in that, and just figuring out everybody who registers a .net or a .io or .something else, they're not technically always looking for the .io. They start out with a cheaper domain name, they build their company, the company works, it becomes successful, then they want their .com as well. For local companies and GTLD companies like in Canada, they may start out with the CA, they want the CA, but they also eventually probably want the COM. Not necessarily, but in most cases, they both want both. So there's a huge market that we're going to tackle in the master class on how to make money from buying those things. And we're going to look at exactly how to find them and where to get them. Anyway, enough about the master class. If you want to get in, it's 4 spots left. I would do it today or tomorrow. Once those spots are gone, it's like last time. I'm only allowing 30 people, and once it's done, it's done. It's $14.95 for the master class if you haven't been before, and $7.95 if you took a previous master class. Reach out to me. We may be able to work out some deal or some bargain or something. Anyway, reach out. Okay, so let's get to the good stuff. There are a lot of really good domains that are expiring in the next 5 days. So I really want to take a close look at those. So I'm going to pull those up now, share my screen, and we're going to take a look. This is a really good list of names that is expiring. It was so good that I had to stop going through it. I pull up 2 or 3 names a list, and then I go through it, and then there are just too many, so I pulled back on it. Anyway, these are names that are expiring in the next 5 days, so you can back order them. We'll start with some of the lower end ones, and I'll give you some of my reasoning behind them and tell you what some of the names are good for, and then I'll narrow it down to what I would think my top 10 are. There are 107 names in this list, so it's going to take a bit of time to go through, but you will see the value. We have the monthly search numbers. I'm going to also keep this open so I can see questions if there are any that come in. Feel free to tell me what names you like. I always enjoy that. The first one is designing interiors online. 300 people are looking for that a month. Not great. For those of you that have private jets, if you want to go rentingjets.com, 683 people a month are looking to rent a jet. Home Insurance Florida. This is a reminder, there's 1,350, but if you flip it the other way and go Florida Home Insurance and Google it that way, it's still going to say 1,350, so it's the same number. So don't get fooled by stuff like that. You prefer Florida Home Insurance if you can, then Home Insurance Florida. Google Promoter, 2,150 a month. Look for it. I wouldn't get it because it's got a Google as a search term, and it's a trademark. Techie Watch. I thought this would be a really good name for new trends or anything technical as a blog or a website where you could do all kinds of cool stuff and do product reviews. People could send them in and you could do reviews of them and announce them. Call answer services, obviously self-explanatory. 3,300 people a month look for call answer services still today. Tired rims, even though it's tire is spelt right, but it's tired rims. I mean, you could be selling rims that already have tires on them. I just thought it was a good brand name because tired rims sounds pretty good to me. 3,610. Background searcher, another version of background checker, but 3,800 people look for background searcher, not a bad name. Allergy home test, 4,100 people a month. I don't know if they're looking for a kit where they want to scratch themselves 50 times or whatever it is to see what they're allergic to. I'm not sure there's an allergy home test. Maybe there is for certain foods. 4,100 people a month are looking for it. Designate beneficiary. So for those of you that are writing your wills, You should always designate a beneficiary. 4,650 people are trying to figure out how to do it a month. Dog stair lift for obviously puppies and dogs that have issues. 6,440 uh, puppy owners or dog owners are looking for something good for their pets. Forum finances. This is here. I'm not sure I really like it, so I will get rid of it, but you've heard it, so you can look at it. Jesse Metcalf, just the first name, last name, popular, 7,920 monthly searches. It's in the drops. You may want to look at it. For those of you that like first name, last names. New York car rental, New York rental car, 8,200 people a month. That's a good name. It's a good, also a good geo name. It's a good service name. New York car rental, 8,200 a month. I'm sure you could do something with that or sell it. Software automations. This is the future. Software automation in general. Everything automation is the future. 8,400 people a month are looking for software automation. Housing estimate, great for an appraiser. I think this is a great domain name. 9,570 people are looking for it. Housing estimate, great name, again, for an appraiser. Automating services, well, a lot of the stuff that we do now manually is going to be automated, so this domain is always going to have a place in our heart. 10,200 people look for it. Checked account, to me, this is almost like the company verified, where you could say this account's been checked, and then you have a check mark for it, and then it validates it or validates a real email or anything like that. 11,200 people look for that. And then for my dear friend Melanie, who may or may not be on this call, I don't know, albuquerquegym.com. Hopefully the gyms will be opening up soon near you. In Toronto, they're still shut down till the end of the month. 11,400 people are looking for Albuquerque Gym. Beards are a big thing. Clean beards, nice smelling beards are really popular these days. 11,500 are looking for ways to clean beards. Student government loans. It's pretty self-explanatory. 11,500 people looking for it. It's not New York car rental. It's Surrey car rental. Surrey is a city in British Columbia. For those of you that aren't Canadian, apparently more people are looking for a car rental there than in New York, although it's different wording. 13,100 people. Gantt chart creator. So I know what a Gantt chart is. I didn't know there was a demand for the software. I Googled it. There is. There's tons of different Gantt chart creators out there, but this is a great domain for it, 18,400. If you want to do a review employer site, obviously there's a couple out there right now. We can go, and employers are always checking this nonstop, and they want their reviews to be great, like on Glassdoor. There's room for another site with this one, review employers, 18,400. That would be like a business. Ceiling deck or ceiling decks, 19,400. Good monthly search volume, good business. Account beneficiaries, you could designate who your account beneficiary is. 22,400 people a month look for that. Camp Hill Dental, this is a geo/service. I left it up here because there's a Camp Hill both in Canada and in the US, and 22,400 people are looking for it. If you're going to try to sell one, that's a decent one. Department of Vital Records. I own death certificates and marriage certificates and divorce certificates, I think. Basically, you could source these things for people if they went there and charge a fee to go find the records for them. It's a big business. Gamer courses, 24,200 people. It's now taught in universities and colleges. It's always a good thing, and you can sell other stuff. One of my favorites I do like, resale hosting. Resale hosting, 27,300 people are looking for it. Seems like a pretty good idea and a pretty good business name for me. Gutter replacements, 29,000 people looking for gutter replacements. Also a good domain name. It's a company. Basically, you could run a business off of it, which is the main thing that you need to be able to do with any of these domains that you think of. You want to be able to run a business off it and figure out why somebody would want it for a business. Otherwise, don't buy it. But gutter replacements is a really good name. And then you could phone everybody in every neighborhood and say, hey, would you like your gutter replaced instead of just cleaned? Internet leased lines. These are still out there, 31,200 people still look for internet leased lines. Junk car selling. I happen to know somebody in our group ran a business selling junk cars. It's a great business. 32,800 people are looking for junk car selling. If you do carpet patching or you fix carpets, Patch Carpet is a great name for you. You can see we're still only at 34,000. We've got a lot more names to get to that are even going to be better than this. So stick with us. I couldn't believe this one is dropping. Apps Tester. If you're a software developer who does apps, you want this one. Apps Tester, 38,100 people. Doggy Sitting, more traffic, but Apps Tester is much more of a business name, a great name. Michigan Banking, well, I won't skip over Doggy Sitting. 49,000 people a month look for that. Michigan Banking, 49,700. Promote Videos, really good name for a business if you want to do video promotion, video advertising, anything you want. It's a great name for a business. Clean Dryer Vents, again, it's a service. 60,000 people want it done. They forget to take that little thing out themselves, I guess, and just empty it in the garbage like I do every once in a while. Hair sellers, lots of people sell hair or they donate it for different causes. 63,000 people are looking for hair sellers. So they probably need hair, I guess, or they're looking to sell it. Women's chains, so this would be assuming necklaces and stuff like that. 64,400 people look for that. It's a pretty good name. Lisbon Massage, 64,000, 65,000 people looking for massage in Lisbon. Clearly that's a good name. Lisbon Massage is a perfect name for a legitimate massage place. Employment Law, California. This is another one of those that's backwards. 73,000 people. I don't like that name anyway, but it's there. I'll delete it because it's not a great name. Hair loss vitamin. This would be a vitamin to help you grow back hair. 75,000 people are looking for a hair loss vitamin that would help them. And then if you're into boxing, I like this name for boxer clothing. I guess it could be boxers like underwear, but I like boxer clothing and doing a whole line. If somebody has a whole line of boxing clothes, it could be anything from gloves to shirts to anything that they need. Let's see what else we got. Executive assisting, 84,000. Lots of executives are now getting their assistants online. So executive assisting could be a staffing company that gives executive assistance to other people. Dry vent cleaned. I think we already covered that one. Oh, clean dryer vents. Same sort of thing, 85,200 people. Cheap moving companies. You could do a review site that would have cheap moving companies. You could do Boston.cheapmovingcompanies, Phoenix.cheapmovingcompanies, and have lots of different review sites and have them all related to affiliate links. That could be a huge business site to put up. Tracking payments. If there's a way you want to track payments, there's all kinds of business that could be done with tracking payments. 94,000 people look for it. It's a good name. Mini convertibles, really a good name. 94,300 people looking for it. Not for me, but for somebody else. Game recorders, 97,000 people looking for game recorders. Then you have account beneficiary, just one. It's 100,000 people. I like logo prices. This could be a good name for a site, very similar to some of the sites where you submit your domain names now and they make logos or you provide a logo. It's a good name just to get a logo price in the sale. Refillable pens, 100, is that 102,000? Yep. Customized dog tags, 102,000. Nurse recruitment, they're looking for lots of nurses and lots of people in the healthcare industry. 113,000 people a month. Window replacement companies, this could be a lot like cheap moving companies where you do reviews and set up a site. 122,000 are looking for window replacement companies. Missing teenagers, this is an interesting one. I was surprised it was on the list. Interesting combination of two words, maybe a great site that would have a lot of traffic and you could post all the missing teenagers and do something nice for your community. So to me, that sounds like a win-win for different communities as well as for missing people. 127,000 people looking for them. Server planning, usually you have to set up some sort of plan before you put together servers, figure out what it is. 136,000 people looking for that. Cleansers for acne, this is always a huge one. 139,000 people looking for that. The next name I kept because it's a good brandable, Landscape Center. There has to be tons of companies in the US. It's spelled the American way, ER instead of RE, like the Canadian British ways. There's got to be a sell point for this one right away. If you Google Landscape Center, you're going to find all kinds of them. Jewelry engraver, depending on how you spell jewelry in what country, jewelry engraver is great. 167,000 people are looking for that. Resume for jobs. This is a good one. I really like resume for jobs. People need their, it's resumesforjobs.com, plural on the S, plural on the J for jobs. 167,000 people. Everyone needs a resume these days. Most of them are written like almost like by a child. It's a really good one, and I would pick that as one of my top ones before we even go through it. Transaction fees. Transactions and fees could be a site that shows you how to save money on transactions and fees. 186,000 people look for that. Instead of stress release, stress releasing. There's 187,000 people looking for that. Lots of ways you can teach them how to relieve stress. Face shavers. I'm surprised this is on here. I guess people just call them razors now or shavers, but 187,000 people look for it. Another really great one if you want to start selling content for blog. I don't think it gets better than that unless you had like content.com or something, but content for blog, content for blogs. You can check if the plural's available, see what they've done with that, get some ideas. That's almost 200,000 people looking for that. 204,000 doing body fasting. People do it all the time. So I had to look this one up, an online Kanban board. I didn't know what it was. I Googled it. It's a real thing. So take a look what it is. It's very popular. Degree online program. These things are always good. Online program degree online program seems to be the best way to put it, or online degree program. But 227,000 people are looking for it. Integrate business. This could be for anything. You could integrate multiple business into one platform or using multiple different software. Again, pretty good for businesses, 240,000. If you want to write a blog on aging, I thought Aging Man would be a pretty good one. You can also look and see if Aging Woman is there. Could be interesting. Help people deal with aging and all kinds of cool stuff, and that it's not so bad. I say that with a sore knee, but it could be not so bad. Then ChineseInfluencer.com, 311,000 people. I think it's a great name. If you're Chinese and you're an influencer, there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's a great name, and it's a good brand. Glass patio doors, 340,000 people are looking for them. I guess they're getting them replaced or something. Aloe shampoo, 343,000 a month are looking for aloe shampoo. AI computer vision. This has a lot, but I'm not sure what I would do with that. I see we're getting busier and busier as the time goes by. More people are popping on. Michigan companies. Sounds like a pretty good one. You could do a directory for that for sure. You could make a lot of money selling placements in that. You could have best Michigan carpenters, best Michigan dentists. You can do it for each city in Michigan. There's a lot of stuff you can do with Michigan companies. And it reminded me maybe we should check other states as well, like Texas companies, Oklahoma companies, Florida companies, and so on. 380,000 people are looking for Michigan companies. General damage. I thought this would be good. Maybe I have general damage, but I was thinking this would be good for a contracting company who does general fixes and stuff like that. But I thought general damage with 396,000 was decent for that. Independent living center, a very popular term. We hear about it all the time. Seniors want to go to an independent living center. It's spelled the American way. 405,000 people look for it. Seems like a pretty good domain to me. I think this one's been around for a while. Nobody seems to like it. Analyze sales. I like it at 412,000 because it allows you to go in and take a look at what's there and how to analyze your sales, how to build better pipelines, how to get more MQLs, SQLs, and stuff like that. I think you can do a lot. Predator Online. This could be a community where you alert people about predators in your area. 423,000, probably mostly looking to see where predators are in their area, but you could definitely build something for that. Not sure it's a business, but you could turn it into one. Football live streams, I would set this up with an affiliate type program, put Google ads all over it. Lots of people look for live streams for football or soccer all the time. 438,000 people. Wireless smoke detector. This is a business out of a box. 500, half a million people look for wireless smoke detectors. Basically, you just plug it in probably and there it goes. So that's one you probably want to grab and sell wireless smoke detectors. Can't say enough about that. It's the exact product that people are looking for when they go there, which means it will convert. Traffic for website. It's a really good one. Obviously, it's exactly what people want. Half a million people look for traffic for website. You can look for the plural, traffic for websites, and see if it's taken or not. Grants for housing. 512,000 people a month look there. Finance reporting. A little boring to me, but it may be good for reporting software for somebody else who's in that area. I like logo redesigns a lot. 743,000. It's like rebranding, so I think it's really good. A lot of companies go through rebranding. I think that's a good one. Personalized dog tag, 866,000. That's a lot. Personalized dog tags are big. Sorry, I was losing my voice. A little pause. Philippine dating site. 1 million people looking for a Philippine or Filipino dating site. This one I'm surprised at. Summercoats.com. You may want to grab that one as well. 1.2 million people looking for summercoats.com. And it's a great domain. It's a great clothing domain name. Again, it's an exact match. You know what people are looking for when they go there, and you can sell summer coats all day long if 1.2 million people are looking for it. Business process manager, it's a job. You can set up a link, an affiliate link through Workopolis or somebody or Indeed. Might as well get some traffic for referrals on that. Go-to-market strategies. This is just me being a marketing person. Deal with go-to-market strategies all the time. It's a pretty good name for a company because companies are all looking for go-to-market strategies. 1.5 million are looking for them. FemaleLingerie.com, 1.5 million. Obviously a good brand, good name. You know what people are looking for. Monitoring applications. This is also very good. You can monitor applications the same way you monitor websites. 1.85 million people are looking for it. Video promoting. I'd rather see video promotion, but 2 million people are looking for video promoting, so that's a good one. Installmentplan.com, 2.1 million people. I had to look this up because I wasn't sure if it was with the L, without the L. Apparently, it's spelled with 2 L's in the US and can be spelled both ways in Canada and the UK. Take a look at it yourselves, 2.12 million before you go ahead and order it. Managing information could be a good way to obviously manage any sort of information, sensitive information, or anything online. 2.3 million people. Humanitarian organizations, a good listing for organizations. I'm not sure what you do for a business on it. Satin pajamas, really huge, really targeted, and it's an exact match. There is a ton of traffic to satin pajamas. So if you want to set up satin pajamas and female lingerie, good for you. Go for it. Those are two great brands. You can build any one of these sites into a big business and never have to do anything else except manage your business. Housing for the military. 4 million people looking for housing for military. Not sure what you do with it, but it's a lot of traffic. This one I like because it's a great cause. Stand Up for Cancer. I think it's a great domain name. Almost a half a million people look for it. You could do all kinds of great things to help people that have beaten cancer. Well, I'm not. My dad died of brain tumor, which was cancerous. So I'm big for anything that's Stand Up for Cancer, and I think everybody's been touched by somebody who's had cancer. And I think that'd be a great thing to do. Gross salary. Everybody at some time goes to a salary converter, either a gross salary or a net salary converter, and punches in their number for their city, their province, and their country or their state, and finds out what their net's going to be or their gross after taxes. This will be a huge, huge traffic domain name. The 5 million is probably small compared to what it's going to see. Just put up a simple gross salary calculator and net salary calculator and put AdSense all over it. It's going to be a great one. Preterm infants. There's a site, a few sites I guess you can put up. 8.7 million people are looking for information on preterm infants. Then this one, 10 million people. Are you enough? I don't know what you could do with that. It could be a site with all kinds of quizzes, all kinds of articles, good blog. Are you enough? I thought it was good, so I left it in. It's just a good brand of phrases. Studentandteachers.com, 18 million people looking for that. You could do anything for one site, one part of the site helping students find things, another part of the site helping teachers find things to help educate the students, and the students to help find things to help learn stuff. You do a lot of that. And then if you're really feeling adventurous, you can try to solve the world problems.com and build a whole site around that. 31 million people are looking for the world problems, as if they don't have enough of their own. Anyway, that's the list. I'm going to knock it down to top 10. Apparently somebody just got home, so I'm going to have to let the dog out of my office. You can look over the list yourselves. Let me know what you think. I'm going to come back in 1 second, and we're going to figure out what my top 10 would be. Okay, so I'm going to look at it from a business perspective, and I'm going to drop off a bunch of the other ones. There's 104 names in this list. Feel free to post any questions if you have them. Go ahead. I'm seeing some things pop up. I'm going to start deleting some that I wouldn't take if I'm looking to build and sell a business. So I'm just going to drop off some of them. You can make your own decisions, obviously. The list will be available for you to grab in the Art of the Name Google Drive section as usual. And we'll take a look at what the top 10 are as we get down here and start to filter these out. Again, I'm just doing it from my perspective. Your perspective is going to be totally different than mine. So feel free to take out the list and decide what you would like. I'm going to go down to the bottom now. We're down to 87. I'm going to get rid of some of these ones that I'm not going to do. I don't have any jets to rent. I'm not going to be a Google promoter. I kind of took out Techie Watch. I'm not sure I should have. Let's see what else we got. Good list. People are saying I like the New York car rental. Software automation. It's pretty good. Housing estimate. I love that one. Automating services. This is maybe too hard to get down for me, but I'm going to try. I'm going to see how far I can get it down, and then I'm going to go after some of these as well. Ceiling deck, account beneficiaries, Camp Hill Dental. I mean, there's some tough ones on here. Resell hosting, should be reseller hosting. Gutter replacements, also a business. Junk car selling, I know is good. Doggy sitting, I'm going to pull out. Michigan banking. Promote videos, hard to get rid of that. Hair sellers, women's chains, Lisbon massage, hair loss vitamin, boxer clothing, I do like that. We're at 53, let's keep going. Tracking payments, I like that one. Game recorders, not sure about that. This is so tough because there's some really good ones in here. I'll take out the dog tags. I'm not going to recruit any nurses. Missing teenagers. See, missing teenagers is such a good brand because you could really do something for the community with that. Integrate business, degree online thing, body fasting. I already know I'm an aging man. I like content for blog, stress releasing, rather be stress release. Okay, I'm narrowing it down, so we should be able to see something soon. These are names that we could take and update. We're at 36 so far. Let's see what else we can do. There's some tough ones here because some of these are really good brands. I'll get rid of the Albuquerque gym. Review employers, to me, that's a Glassdoor site right there. Housing estimate, it's a job. I can't get rid of it. It's an estimation. New York car rental, I'm not going to do that only because I don't have any. Resale hosting, gutter replacement. I don't have any gutters, but I still think that's a business. Junk car selling, promote videos is good. I mean, everyone wants to do video. Visuals sell 90% more than just text stuff, so you want to do that. Logo prices, as much as I love you, I'm going to have to get rid of you. Missing teenagers, I apologize. Cleansers for acne. Landscape center, I know I'm going to be able to sell that one, so I'm going to keep that one. Face shavers, Chinese influencer, glass patio doors, aloe shampoo. This one I never liked. Michigan companies, wireless smoke detector, summer coats, satin pajamas. I don't think I can narrow it down much more. I'll get rid of Are You Enough? I've got 25 good ones here that I think any business, I could build a business on software automations, housing estimate, automating services, review employers, resale hosting, gutter replacements, junk car selling. Okay, I'm not going to do this, but somebody will. App tester, promote videos, tracking payments. I'm not going to do that one. Resume for jobs, content for blog. Mission and companies, I won't do, but one of you guys may. I'm not going to do the live streams. Traffic for websites, summer coats, female lingerie. Okay, I think I've got a decent list. I can't get rid of Stand Up for Cancer because I believe in it too much. So I'm at 21 names. So we went from a list of 107 names to 21. That's the final list that I'm going to keep. I'm going to export it for myself, and then I'll post the whole list for you guys, and then we'll see how we do. So I'm going to stop sharing, come back here. Just bought Are You Enough? Okay, cool. Yeah, see, that's a good name. I think it's a good name. I think there's a couple things like that are good. Dwayne, I think that is a great one. Are You Brave Enough? That's good too. Are You Smart Enough? Yeah, those are good. Those are good brands. Anybody else have any comments or questions on this? I think it's a great list. I'm going to upload it right now into the Google Drive so you guys can get it that have access to it. If you don't have access to it, please ask me for it, and I'll grant you access to the name. It's the Art of the Name Google Drive folder. And if I'm just going to go find the files that I did today, and I will upload them right now. And one is uploaded, and the other one is uploaded. So they're both uploaded now. One is expiring January 3rd. The other one says available January 22nd. So they're both in there. I'll delete the other files that are there. I really think it's a great list. Like not even sure how else I would say it. It's a really good list of names to watch over the next 5 days. Obviously, you guys aren't going to get all of them, but I would say it's a really good list to pay attention to. Anybody have any comments or questions? Feel free to post them now. Fire away. Anybody? Then I'm going to give you another little list of things. Let me see where it is, because I do have another list that I want to give you guys of. So I have a few names that are available for registration right now. Will this be in the group? No, it will not be in the group. I never post the list to the group because I think only the people who come to these things should benefit from having the names that are available. So anybody's free to watch this video after it takes place. And the available names I'm about to give you are names that you can register now for $10. There's only about 7 of them that I thought were really good. One of them is really, really, I would say, effing fantastic. It's over $100 a click, and I'm not going to swear, but it's really good. So if you guys have your keyboards ready, I will give you 5 or 6 of those now. How many do I got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 8. So I'm going to give you 8. The last one is going to be the one that's going to be amazing. You can register any of these if you want. They're free for registration right now. Okay, so let's go. The first one is can't find my access info. Okay, send me any message, PM me in Facebook, LinkedIn, anywhere, and I'll grant you access. I'll tell you how to get access to that list. First one, customer loyalties. Actually, I'll just post them in here. I'll post the whole list in here because there's only 7. So that's the first one, customer loyalties. The second one, and this will be easier for you guys to get and type. I'll post the next couple in here now. The next 2 are cash flow forecaster and tutorial centers. Those are both decent, not the best ones. The next one I like is virtual doctor's visit. Virtual doctor's visit. It's with an S. That one's pretty good. These are all available for you to get now. For anybody who's into the military and you want to keep a list or an honor section or a site for people who were in the military, it's enlistedmilitary.com. You can get that now and do a whole list dedicated to people that have already been enlisted or served or passed away, however you want to do it. It's a good name. The next one is accountant classes. Accountant classes. The next one is storage cloud services. These are okay. I don't know if I'd get them. You can decide on your own. And now the last one I'm going to give you that is really good and is over $100 a click. I'm going to post it in the group now. This is the one. It's called Wrongful Deaths, DEATHS Lawyers. Wrongful Deaths Lawyers. I can't even say it, but I guess my lisp or something. Wrongful Death with an S, lawyers.com. Over $100 a click for that one. That is a really good list. So you have the whole list of them. There's only about 8 there. Again, for those of you that want to see more of this and get into the masterclass, now's the time to do it. 4 slots left. Get in there. You're going to love it. We are covering everything you see here, plus 1,000 other topics. Maybe not 1,000, maybe only 100. 4 spots left. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed today's list. Leave some comments. Let me know what you thought. Please like the post wherever it is and tell me what you thought of it. I think the list is great. I think there's really at least 20 to 25 amazing names that are going to drop in the next 5 days. So get your back orders in so nobody beats you to them. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great Saturday and enjoy the rest of your day. And thanks for coming to the broadcast. I enjoy doing it. I love it. And I will see you next time. Signing off for now. Take care. Bye-bye.